welcome back to my channel, or if you're here for the first time, hi, hello, welcome. I hope everyone is doing okay. This is my week 1 vlog for the Miniathon 1 year celebration. Miniathon was created last April, and it was created by my friend Kira, who her Instagram and everything will be linked in the description along with all the Miniathon details. And she created it as basically a Saturday readathon where there is a 12-hour period from midday EST to midnight where you basically just try and get as much reading done as possible. You didn't have to read for the full 12 hours as there was designated times within that 12 hours where reading sprints happened. And basically the book club just grew from there. More and more people joined and it just grew into what it is today now. So now Miniathon still is usually something that happens on Saturdays, but along with 12 hours of reading sprint, there are also quizzes that take place, games that take place during the day, there are photo challenges and question times, and basically we have a Discord server that's just one massive group of people, and we literally talk about anything and everything now. It really has become this amazing place to genuinely meet people virtually and become friends with them. So the Discord will be linked below if you want to check it out. Like I said, normally Miniathon happens on Saturdays, but because this is the 1 year anniversary celebration, there is a whole month worth of things happening. So every single month there is a TBR bingo board. But this month, if you complete the prompts and get bingo lines, you get points which enter you into a giveaway at the end of the year. There's so much going on in this 1 year anniversary. Kira has just knocked it out of the park. And check out the Instagram if you're interested to see what it's about. Basically, just check out the rest of this video and you'll see kind of what I got up to in week 1. There are some weekly challenges which I complete, as well as ticking off books from my TBR. Hi everyone, it is Thursday, April 1st, and it is just after 5 p.m. So it is day 1, and I have completely forgotten to film for you guys throughout the whole day. I'm sorry. But let me just give you a rundown of what's happened. At midnight, everything was kicked off on Zoom with some of us. We did a whole bunch of little reading sprints and we kicked that off. I've actually ended up staying up all night because I don't have a sleep schedule. And so because I've stayed up all night, today I have done some things. I've washed my hair, I took my dogs out, and I've basically just tried to get a lot of reading in. So I have read a total of about 5 hours worth of just full reading time today. I am keeping a tracker for the entire month of how much reading I do. There's gonna be some sprints tonight. The host, Kira, for the Miniathon kicks off the official celebrations live on her Instagram at 7 p.m. BST. So that's going to kick it off. Then we're all going to jump onto Zoom and do some reading sprints. So I'm going to get loads of reading done, I hope. I am currently at 97% of book 1, which is A Beauty So Cruel. And, you know, I'll come back to you in 3% time, but I'm really enjoying it. And I did not expect to like it as much as I did, kind of really hooked me, and so I've managed to read it in 1 day, which already gives me a spare day of reading time, so we love that. Like I said, I will check in with you in about 3% time when I finish my book, give you my initial thoughts, and let you know what I am reading next. Okay, it is 6:30. I have finished my first book, A Beauty So Cruel by Miniathon. This is for the A in the title prompt. Oh, what a start to the month. Loved the story, loved the characters, was so invested, and then the ending. I'm not over it yet. So check out my April wrap-up at the end of the month to see if I have collected my thoughts any more on the ending of that book. I may have already read the second book by then because ya gal, needs to know what happened. Hi everybody, it is Friday, April 2nd, and it's about 10:30 in the morning. I didn't update you guys before I went to sleep last night. I went to bed quite early because I had been up for over 24 hours. So yesterday I managed to finish one book in one day, which means I ticked off the first weekly challenge for the Miniathon. So that's 50 extra points in the bag. That book was A Beauty So Cruel. So I read that, and then I read about 30 pages of Get a Life Chloe Brown. So this is my second book, and this is for the prompt Own Voices. So far I've been introduced to Chloe Brown, the main female lead, and I've also been introduced to Redford, or Red, who I think is going to be the main male lead, and they've kind of started off as enemies to lovers, so I am excited to see where that goes. So I'm basically just going to try and get some reading done today. I don't have anything planned. I might go for a walk with my dogs, but that's really about it. So I'm just gonna probably hop on Zoom with some of the Miniathon people throughout the day, and then I will just basically read. So I'll keep you updated as I go and check in with you when I've done a bit more reading. Okay folks, so once again I have not updated you at all. I am so sorry. I promise next week's vlog will be better, but it is Saturday, April 3rd, and as you can probably tell, I have been sitting in the sunshine all day. It is now coming up to 5 o'clock here, so I have basically been reading all day. I took my dogs out first thing, and then I've just sat in the sunshine in the garden reading, following along the Miniathon sprint. I am really enjoying my reading today, and I am falling in love with this book. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I think this is going to be a high rating for me. So I've had a really good day. I just haven't really taken you guys along, but I will try and show you the rest of my day more often as I go. Okay, so hi everyone, happy Sunday, happy Easter for everyone who celebrates. It is Sunday the 4th of April, and it is, I think, just after, like, coming up for 1 o'clock. I spent this morning walking my dogs and doing a few things for like Bookstagram and things, and now I am going to read. I have just under 50 pages of Get a Life Chloe Brown left. However, I'm at that part of the romance that I don't like because the characters start doing stupid shit and they stop communicating with each other, and then all hell breaks loose, but then obviously they have like a reconnection. So I'm at that bit, so I do read these bits a bit slower, I think, because I'm just just talk to each other. But anyway, so I'm going to read that, and then I'm going to move on to two other books. I think I'm going to move on to The Great Gatsby, which is my short novel, and also The Guest List, which is my nominated for an award book. So I will probably check back in with you when I've finished Get a Life Chloe Brown and let you know which of the other two books I am picking up next. So it is 4:15 and I have just finished Get a Life Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert, and I loved it. It was so cute. Made me emotional. I actually at one point I nearly cried actually. So that was the book for the Own Voices prompt. So I'm now gonna move on to one of the buddy reads I was gonna do this year, which is the guest list and possibly The Great Gatsby. I feel like I need to get Great Gatsby out of the way because I actually have no motivation to read it whatsoever. But I'm going to because it's on the TBR board. So I might just try and get that out of the way now, to be honest, because it is such a short read. And yeah, I'll check in with you a bit, let you know which one I picked and how I'm doing. It is Monday, the 5th of April. I have read the 2 books this week so far. I did start The Great Gatsby, but I didn't start it until really late last night because I did some video editing and just some admin things instead. So I only read a few pages. So far, it's okay, I suppose. Not completely hating it. I think the first page and a half is kind of like an introduction, and I wasn't really vibing with that. The way the words were written and stuff, it kind of just felt a bit flowery. But now that I've actually gotten into the story and there's conversation and characters, I'm enjoying that. So I am going to get that done today because it's only 178 pages, and then I'm going to move on to the guest list. Not sure if I'll be able to finish both books this week, but I'm kind of hoping to. So I am gonna go grab some food and just sit down and read for the rest of the day, or just as much time as I can manage. Okay, so it is coming up for 10:30. I am about to watch some episodes of Glee with some of my friends. We're doing a bit of a watch along. I have read just over 100 pages of The Great Gatsby today, and I'm definitely enjoying it. I think that is partly because I had a friend who summed up this story for me, and I think if I hadn't have had that sort of synopsis given to me, I really would be struggling with this book and I wouldn't necessarily know what's going on. But because I was given that, it has made reading this, I think, easier, because it is a bit of a strange book if you know nothing about it. I am enjoying it. I do think it flows quite well. The chapters are telling an overall story and they do go together, but also each chapter in itself is kind of like a mini story, and so each chapter is kind of enjoyable in itself, and then adding to the story as a whole, it's enjoyable as well. So yeah, not like massively moved by it or overwhelmed by it or anything like that, but I am enjoying it. So I will check back in with y'all before I go to sleep and let you know how I found the book overall. Okay, so I have finished The Great Gatsby. Okay, overall, I enjoyed this book, but it's a little bit mundane right up until the very last sort of 40 pages. I'm not gonna reread it again. It was a little bit, not boring because I was enjoying it, but just not really anything happens. I'm glad I've read it, but I don't really see what the whole hype is. Maybe if I had evaluated it in an English class, I would have maybe understood bits better and thought they had more meaning than they did maybe, but yeah, I'm glad I read it. I'm probably going to end up giving it like maybe a 2.5 or a 3 star out of 5. And that's my short novel done. So that's the 3rd book done. That's that. And I will check back in with you in the morning. Alright everyone, so it is coming up for 7 p.m. and obviously I have not updated you all day. I went to my physio earlier, got my back prodded, that was fun, nice and painful, we love that. And I read literally the first 2 chapters of this before I went, and I haven't read since. But I am going to do some reading sprints with a book club that I am part of now. So I will check back in with you when I've done a sprint or 2. Okay, so I have just over an hour's reading time clocked, and I am about 62 pages in. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's just kind of setting the scene. I don't know who's dead yet because the death happens on the wedding day, and this is setting the scene, so it's the day before the wedding day and all the guests arriving on the island. I really like the chapters are really short, so it flows really easily and you can move through it pretty quickly. So I'm gonna read the 100 pages that I have left for my daily quota today and then head to bed, and I'll probably check in with you in the morning just to let you know how I'm getting on, because tomorrow is Wednesday, the 7th of April, and that is the last day of the first week. So I will do my weekly check-in right at the end, and then I will let you know how I've done this week. So I am hoping to finish this in 2 days so that I can say I've read 4 books in my first week, but we shall see. So that's all I've got to say. I'm going to go back to reading and I'll speak to you in a bit. So it is probably no surprise to anyone that it is now 6:10 in the evening and I haven't updated you. I feel like I'm saying the same thing in every single video, and I am very sorry, but I'm kind of updating you, just not as regularly as normal. I got up to 120 pages of the guest list last night. Gonna continue reading that now, but today has not been a waste because for one of the week 1 challenges for the Miniathon, I had to read a audiobook outside. So what I ended up doing was reading King Lear on the audiobook when I was at the supermarket and stuff, because on 2 times speed it was only an hour and 25 minutes. So I got that done and read the majority of it outside. This also gets me bonus points because it is a Shakespeare. So I did actually finish a book today. I have actually finished 4 books. So I'm really happy with my first week actually. I will definitely check in with you before it hits midnight because that's when week 2 begins. So I'll let you know how I'm doing with the guest list, but I am doing some reading sprints on Zoom with some friends, so I'm hoping to read a little bit more of the guest list, and I will check in with you in a bit. Okay guys, so it is the end of week 1. It is just about to hit midnight here, which means week 2 of Miniathon starts. As you saw in the little clip, I did update my planner, which I've been meaning to do literally all of March, as I hadn't written up a single book review, and I had some of my shelves to fill in with my little completed book pictures. So I got that done. I am going to stay up for a little bit longer still, so I will still get some reading done. There's some new weekly challenges, and basically you'll see me again in week 2. So thank you so much for checking out my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, give it a comment, and if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. I will be doing reading vlogs every week, at least for the whole of April. And as always, have a lovely morning, day, or night, no matter what time zone you're in, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!